Good morning, it's the day after Songkran. I kept myself busy yesterday to avoid going out and essentially getting drenched by all the kids. I've been to Thailand for many years, and at Songkran it's a bit wild. And to coin a phrase, I'm in Songkran. But this year Mon wanted to be with her niece and play with the niece, and the niece disappeared off somewhere with her mum. So Mon and I was at home, and I got on with a couple of jobs, essential jobs that needed to get done. One of which, our sink in the kitchen was very low on pressure. So I couldn't understand why, when we turned the sink on, we only had a dribble. And if we did that, it's very little, very low power. And I thought to myself, I've asked Lum a couple of times why, and he didn't know. And I suddenly had a thought. This has a hot and cold feed. And the cold feed was the only one that was connected up. So I had a thought, I wonder if I connect up the hot feed and the cold feed as one. And hey presto, it's a bit of a... I've got the cold feed there, I've got the hot feed there, and I've got the water feed coming in from, can you see it? Water feed coming in from there. And now, when we turn this on, if I turn it that way, which is hot, it runs. Look at that, power. Now the pump's just kicked in, so we've now got power. Whereas before it used to be like this. That's just the cold feed. So now we've got the hot feed as well. It runs faster. So there you go. Sorted something out by myself. And the blue plumbing's so easy. You just cut it, stick it, join it, push it back. Oh, also as well, the pressure's increased in the shower as well. I don't know why the plumbing needs... Anyway, that's one job done. And now I'm going to show you another job. So I went the other day, I showed you all those pavers and such like. But I've come up short. So there you go. This is now but I need 6 more slabs and 2 more hexagonal pavers. But that's finished now. I think you agree. Looks quite nice. And then we just got to cut back this and then put some more, put a step up from the driveway. So yeah, looking good. So that looks all right, doesn't it? Very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. So we're off to Karat on maybe the 17th or 18th because we've got to go and sort out about cancelling our phone contracts and that because we're disappearing on the 21st. And I'm going to go and get some more pavers. I know it's a long way to go and get them, but I'm going to go and do it anyway. So I can finish that off. So yeah, another job ticked off the list. Today I'm going to have a crack at tidying up in here. Tidying up in the garage, tidying up in the carport. I'm going to try and sort out a few bits from under the crawl space as well, stick it in the garage. Yeah. Also, I didn't show you this the other day. We had it fitted a week or so ago. When we had the rain, a couple of 3 weeks ago now, it was blowing this way. So from outside there was blowing in, like the wind's blowing now. And yeah, I was fighting against the rain blowing into the house. It was not pooling, it was just flowing. Even though we got a gradient going out of the house, or out of the entertainments area, it was the wind was blowing the water in. It wasn't a big issue. It's not a big issue because it's all tiled. There's no carpet or nothing. So what we did, we ordered some of these. We ordered some of these roller blinds. So now these can be rolled down. And what you do is, these are all tied up here. Whoa, that was a bit quick off the mark. So yeah, so you should let it down gently. I didn't realise it was going to go down quite so quick. And then it goes the other side of this here. That's it. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Wait a second. Oh dear, that was a bit close. Ooh. So yeah, it goes over this. Oh, come on, you bastard. Get up there. It goes over there. And then it rolls down. It rolls all the way down. I'm not going to let this go because it goes too fast. There you go, that's it. So as you can see, it rolls down. That's a bit more controlled. But we've got to find some way of padding this because of the seat. Otherwise it will damage it. So this is both of them now rolled down. And now I've just got to find some way of padding it and sticking it out there. Otherwise it's going to damage it. Now I'll take you outside so you can see what it's like outside. So this now will protect or stop when it's windy and raining. It will stop the wind and rain coming in when it's blowing a hoolie. Also, once we finished out here at the back here, because we spoke to the guys who were doing it, once we've finished out here, we can actually use these and put them onto poles on the new deck area out the back here. So when we do the new deck area out the back here, and that would then give us a shaded area to sit under. You can see it's protruding on that. It's got right on the corner there. We've got to find some way of stopping that damaging that, otherwise it's going to perforate it. So that's the job I've got to sort out before we go. I suspect it'll be just like a towel we'll put on there. But I don't know. Mom picked the colour blue. Looks okay. Yeah. So there you have it. They're all rolled back up again. And yeah, I've got to find some form of padding to put on this. Yeah. I think that may be just a big cushion tied to it to stop it perforating it. But we'll see. We'll sort it out. Good afternoon. I thought I'd give you one last little wander around, and after you watch the final totals for the house after this part of the video, I'll stick the drone up and hopefully get the drone around. Oh, noisy girl in the background there. But Mon and I have been very busy the last couple of days tidying up, and yeah, this is the final little walk around, and as luck would have it, my lovely wife's just come back from, I don't know where she's been to watch some volleyball or something. Anyway, there's Ruby. She just heard her mum come back. There she goes. Go see mum. Where's mum gone? Go see her. She goes, go and see her mum. Anyway, we've been busy tidying up underneath here, as I said to you earlier on in the last video. The clean-up is now full on the way. Just got to finish sweeping up underneath here. I've moved a few bits and pieces into the garage. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. These blocks are staying. I can't be bothered to move them off there, so we'll utilise them later on. I've got a project. I've got an idea for what to use them for later on next year. Everything that is left under there, with exception to the barge boards. So all the cement board bits off cuts and the plaster board, etc. I think my mother-in-law, I was going to use it for something, but I've decided I can't be arsed. So my mother-in-law is going to be having those for something on the farm. So as you can see, it's nice and clean and tidy under there. We just got to finish sweeping, and yeah, just got to finish sweeping. I've moved everything that I want to keep and not be borrowed into the garage. I'm going to show you in a minute something which makes me laugh but makes me cry as well. So all this stuff's going to stay in here while we're back in England, and hopefully none of it will walk. The eagle-eyed amongst you will see that there is about 15 packs of tiles left, of which I had 90 packs on a pallet underneath the house. When we were down on a little break in Wahin, my sister-in-law said, is it okay if, or rather, before we went, my sister-in-law said, is it all right if we use some of the tiles to do the kitchen in her house? And I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Because Uncle's doing that, and we've decided I said, yeah, we'll pay for him to do it for her. Little did I know that when I got back, I'll show you what I mean. It's easier to show you. So, here we go. My sister-in-law lives in this house, or she don't, as the case may be, at the moment. I can't understand why she's not moved in. She says because there's no electric, but the electric's there, etc. I don't understand. Anyway, I thought she just wanted tiles for what I perceive to be the kitchen, which is here. Oh no. She wanted to do all this as well. So when I come back, my tile collection is pretty well depleted. Also, my mother-in-law said she wanted somewhere to dry the rice. So I stupidly said, yeah, we'll put some concrete down. Little did I know the size of which she was interested in doing. So this little lot was 7 cube, which cost us, that's 2,000 baht per cube, let's say it for simplicity, 14,000 baht. But that's it. There is no more. That's the last project for family. That's the last project for family. Oh, dear. No. I'm sure there'll be other projects, but yeah. And then she also put them here as well. So what I'm going to put on the back of my patio at the back, I don't know. I shall probably find something different, and yeah. Gary's a good fella, you know. A little bit misunderstood at times, but I've got heart of gold. So there you go. But she also said, can I have a sliding gate for here? And my wife said, yeah, we'll build you a sliding gate. I said, it won't be this year, sweet pea. We haven't done our own yet. We've also had a couple of issues in the house as well, and it's not major problems. We just got one of the bathroom sinks is leaking, and I went to check it and look at it myself. The reason why it's leaking is because there's a flange, and it's plastic, and it's broken. So I've got to go and get another one. You saw earlier on in the video that I managed to get the pressure up on this tap in the kitchen. So anyway, that's it for the roundup. And like I say, now you'll see what it's all cost me, or cost us. I'm very, very happy. I've still got lots to do, but boy, is it worth it. I'll be back October the 13th with Mon. So here we go, as promised in episode 21. We're now episode 22 of Gary and Mon house build. As you know, we've moved in. We've been enjoying our house for a couple of months now. And we're due to go home next week. Not that we're particularly excited about it, but hey. But we'll be back in 6 months' time. So, I sat and calculated it all out. I've tried to be as exact as I possibly can. And obviously, it's going to be almost the exact price. And yeah, here we go. So the materials, so we bought the materials this time and paid someone to do it for us. So the materials alone, I was quite surprised how much we spent. But then you convert it into pounds sterling or Aussie dollars or American dollars, and actually it doesn't seem that bad. So the materials for the whole of the house, phase 2, was 794,000 and so many baht. So we then paid for a digger to do all our French drains. That was 11,000 baht. And we were very happy with that price. The big costs, single costs, were the bifold our doors here, you can see here. Now, I could have got it cheaper, but I wanted these specific style, and I've got what I want, and I really like them, and they look nice, but they cost a fortune. They cost 395,000 baht. But once again, if you compare it to where you pay in the Western world, actually, that's not bad. You wouldn't even get one of those in the Western world for that. Now, the big cost also was labour, and I've been holding off telling you about labour. Now, bearing in mind loom and two others worked full-time on this, and we had odd people come in and out during the period of time. And we started the beginning of November and we finished beginning of March. So we've essentially 4 months to complete what you see or what you've seen in the videos. Yeah, we still got loads to go, and the back deck out the back there, and plunge pool and such like will be happening next year, and obviously all the garden landscaping. But there's no mad rush now. I'm in here, I'm living it, I'm living the dream. So the final total for labour for Lum and his thing was 380,000 baht. So the total for phase 2, labour and to get it habitable, was 1,580,000 baht. We also, if you now add that to what we spent phase 1, which was all the groundworks, all the concrete, all the steel frame, all the roof, and all that, plus the whole wall all the way around, that was 2,245,000. So if you add that, so the total cost for phase 2 was 1,580,000. The total cost for phase 1 was 2,245,000. We've since had some extra costs, which have been the stone for all the French drains, etc. But that was 60,000. So if you add it all up, the total is 3,885,000 baht. I couldn't even buy the land in the UK for what I've just paid for this house to be built. So everyone that's followed the channel from day one or has joined us on the way, thank you very much for your participation and your support and your subscription. This is far from finished. We will be back, to coin a phrase, and we will be back in October. But when I get back to the UK, I've got lots planned for the channel, but it will diversify from the house build. And obviously from now on, it won't be the house build, it will be projects associated with our house and our life in Thailand. So please continue to watch. Please continue to enjoy and comment. Please subscribe, as we could always do with extra people to come along. There's lots more planned for the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye!